I mean, I can pull up Talmudic verses for you, bro, if you really want me to.
Pull up a Talmud. Oh, yeah, oh, you know the Talmud? Oh, I'm excited for this. I spent 10 years learning the Talmud. What does Talmud mean?
I don't know what it means.
Okay. Yeah, great. So you're saying, you know that it takes, so you have to spend about an hour a day for about 7 years to learn the entire Talmud once, right? Not even getting into the whole fact of like, no, listen, not even getting to the whole fact of like, obviously it's not freaking religious law, it's discussions. That's a whole nother thing. But also every verse that is spread on Twitter about there's always taken out of context or completely made up. There's a beautiful website you should check out, www.talmud.faithweb.com, that answers every single one of these Talmud things. Yeah, they're always, okay, here, give me a verse, go.
Oh, I'm pulling it up.
You're pulling it up. We gave our answers, but no one really cares to listen. Another big lie that you'll be told is that Jews are allowed to lie about the Talmud, which is just completely like, it's a very big coping mechanism. It's like the biggest cope to be like, oh, everything they say is a lie, so even if they give you an answer, like, yeah, they're allowed to lie, which is just not true. If anything, you're supposed to sanctify, you're literally supposed to sacrifice your own life to sanctify the truth of Judaism. So I can find you a verse that says that if you want, but
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
sure.
Baba Kama,
Okay.
113a. It is permissible to cheat a Gentile.
Oh, what does that even mean? What does that even, like, what do you mean to cheat a Gentile? In what context?
Like to steal from a Gentile. Like you want me to
steal or to, okay, I'm pretty sure I know what that verse is talking about. It's very easy to explain. It's talking about business affairs, I'm pretty sure. So where, you said Baba Kama what?
Baba Kama, 113a.
Okay, which line on there? That's an entire page that's like an entire page of commentary and words. What? Start to finish? You're what? I'm pretty sure what we're talking about there, which is blatantly, like, completely stripped out of context, is it's basically saying that in business affairs, if like, let's say you were owed money or something, or let's say you made a deal with somebody, Jew or not Jewish, by the way, and let's say you did a deal with them, and now you owe them $5, and the person on the other side of the deal, right? It's the person on the other side of the deal forgets, right? They forget to ask you for the $5. You're not required to remind them. If they tell you, hey, give me the $5, you got to give them the $5. But what it's saying is you're not required to, like, remind them and be like, hey, you know, obviously an ethical person, which we would do, which Jews do, is say, hey, I still need to give you this. But it's saying, technically speaking, you wouldn't have to give the reminder. But if they ask, you got to give it to them. And this is like a hypothetical of like a random, we don't even like, you have to understand there's pages of context before this. This could be the most randomest, like, it could be talking about like a unique situation. And it's very like, it's honestly just disrespectful to the book to just like take out something that needs 3 previous pages of context to even get to. But notice how like that is completely different from what you've read, which is like you're allowed to cheat people who aren't Jewish. Like, that's not at all what it says. Talk about a hypothetical.
No, it's not different from what I read.
If you could show me like the words of where it says that, cool.
Do you want to read out the entire verse? Do you want to fully read out the page?
I want you to show it. I want you to like show me. You're like, oh, I read the Talmud. Respectfully, you don't know shit about the Talmud. You gotta like read it with Rashi, and it says no. You go on like Safari. You go on like a website, or like you buy a $40 book on Amazon called the Talmud, which like. The Talmud's like 72 volumes of, it literally takes years to finish it once. And you're going to be like, no, I read the Talmud. And like, they don't believe us when we say this. We believe that obviously the Talmud is a holy book because it's a book that we use to get to, it's like a bunch of dudes having an open conversation so that we could eventually get to a final law. But that book of law is in a literal book called the Book of Laws called the Shulchan Aruch. That's written by Rabbi Joseph Caro. The Talmud is in a book of law. So to take like a random ass discussion where a line later it could literally say, oh, by the way, we don't go by that. Like that happens all the time.
Louder than me. You just make yourself sound stupid, you fucking idiot.
I'm explaining the context of like what the Talmud is, to view it as a rule book. First of all, those verses are heavily taken out of context. Second of all, it's not even a rule book. So it's like...
Second of all, it's not even a rule book.
It isn't.
Okay, bro, that has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, it does, because you're saying that Jews follow this as as a thing that we do. Let's say it did say something weird in that book, if no one follows it, why do you give a shit?
But people do follow it, clearly.
No, they don't. Talmudic Judaism doesn't exist. It's a lie spread on Twitter.
Is it?
Can you find me a Talmudic Jew? Like, where are these Talmudic Jews? I'm the religious Jewish guy. I'm the guy that learns the Talmud in school that you guys get mad about. I learned it for many years. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It makes us smarter because it's hard to dissect. But I'm not like doing anything in there as like law. It's just literally a way to make you smarter because there's a lot of arguments going on. Find me a Talmudic Jew. It doesn't exist. Talmudic Judaism's not a thing. It doesn't. You've been lied to online in these things. It doesn't exist. There's no Talmudic Judaism. There's no like cabal that only follows the Talmud and not other Judaism. It's just complete, it's just cope, honestly, in my opinion.
No, I trust me. I know I've been lied to by the Jews. Trust me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Listen, find me Talmudic Jews that you speak of that they only follow the Talmud as that's their resource of law. And I'd love to speak with them because that's not at all what the Talmud is. Talmud is just open discussion. There's crazy stuff being said in there all the time, but majority of it is hearsay. Sorry?
Find me Jews that don't follow Talmudic law. Jewboi.
Find me Jews that don't follow Talmudic law. A Jew isn't supposed to... Talmudic law? What is that? Talmudic law isn't even like a thing people like... This is like not a thing religious Jews practice, Talmudic law. I've never even heard of that. Like, majority of Jews that are getting...
You have it.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Well, listen, it's the religious Jews you guys seem to be mad at, but all the Jews that I learned Talmud with, we're actually learning this every day. We never did that. So, we never did Talmudic Judaism. So, if no one's following it, then who exactly are you mad at?
Pass your sins onto them? You never killed chickens to try and pass your sins onto them?
You're like jumping from like one thing, you want to go on a whole another tangent? We could talk about killing chickens.
You're the one who couldn't read out a fucking page of the Talmud. So
I don't have an entire set of Tanakh here, bro.
You can't pull it up online though?
Also, Talmud isn't like it's not Torah. You need to understand that. Torah is like the big thing.
No, it's not.
Then Nevi'im, the prophets, then Ksuvim, which is like Mordecai and all that stuff, and then generations later is the Talmud of just rabbi discussions. To take like a random conversation between a bunch of guys and just like string one random thing and then say all Jews believe this is just idiotic.
I never said that though.
I mean, so why do you care if there's a weird verse in the Talmud?
Huh? Say that again?
So why do you care if there's a weird verse in the Talmud if no one follows it?
I never said that no one followed it either. I mean, you guys clearly do follow it. Like, come on. Like, what?
No, I don't follow any. I don't cheat non-Jews. I do fair business with everyone. Like, I don't.
You don't. That doesn't change anything. Just because you don't, that doesn't change anything.
I'm just saying, like, find religious Jews that are like using the Talmud as their guidebook. They're not religious Jews if they do that. So I don't know what to tell you.
They're not.
Yeah, if they're using the Talmud as a rule book, as a whatever, they're not. That's not how you practice Judaism. It's literally why would I follow a book of conversations as a law? It doesn't really, especially when so much of it gets discarded. Like, so much of it is hearsay. Like, it's just stupid to just randomly string a thing out of it without providing all the context around it. It doesn't seem fair. Yeah.
Oh man. All right, just stay out of Palestine. Stay out of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I'm totally there right now, bro. You know me. That's what I'm doing.
Stop prosecuting Christians.
Yeah, you know me. That's what Jewboi's doing. He's just doing that.
You're
yeah.
Waiting for the Antichrist.
What? Oh, I can't wait for my Messiah Antichrist to come and then you guys get saved. I'm so excited for my Antichrist. Yeah. Anything else?
The day of reckoning will come.
The day of reckoning will come, yes. Oh, we're still waiting. Yeah. Okay. He hung up, not me. I like the rage bait. It's good content, good conversation.